Don't cry, Kathy.
Nice leather. I got tired. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry. It's very comfortable. It's a lovely chair.
How much is this?
$50.
What's going on here?
I'll give you 30.
Oh, but it cost $200.
I'll give you 35. That's all it's worth.
You can't sell my chair.
All right, 35.
Why are you selling my chair? But this is robbery. Don't let him do this. Oh, I keep forgetting. She doesn't even know I'm here. Nobody does. And yet, it was only a few weeks ago, in this very room, it all started.
Oh, John!
Mm-hmm.
John? Oh, John.
Yeah.
Oh, this letter from Mother. She wants us to come up there this weekend.
This weekend?
Mm-hmm. She can't get the money she wants from Brubaker for the property. And she knows that you can.
But we're going to be up there in a couple of weeks on our vacation anyway. I hate to make that long extra trip now.
I know, but Brubaker won't wait for 2 weeks.
Abby, I want to play with it in the backyard.
Well, I'm gonna play with it.
Tom Avery, you give me that ball. Hey, Dad, catch.
Watch it.
Oh, you.
Mommy, Kathy. I'm gonna phone Mother and tell her we're coming up there.
All right.
Hey, are we going to see Grandma?
Yeah, looks like it.
Goody, catch it.
You two kids, get that ball out of here right now.
Yes, sir. Come on, Tommy.
Hey, we'll go play in the backyard.
Oh, well, I know it's 250 miles.
Each way. This would be my busiest time. We're installing phones in that new subdivision. And they all want service right away, if not sooner. And this safety program is taking a lot of time, too.
Why do you have to spend so much time on that?
To make sure that our people know the value of safe driving. Hey, which reminds me, I've got to find a day soon where I can take my own driver refresher course.
You mean you have to take driving lessons?
Every employee who drives a telephone company vehicle gets defensive driver training as well as refresher courses.
Are you sure they all know what defensive driving is?
Well, I hope so. We try to impress upon them that a defensive driver is one who makes allowances for the lack of skill and a lack of knowledge on the part of the other fellow, who recognizes that he has no control over the unpredictable actions of another driver or of pedestrians or the condition of the roads or of the weather, and who therefore develops a defensive attitude toward those hazards.
Sounds very sensible. But what in the world is this thing for?
I haven't named it yet, but it's to use in one of our driver classes if they want it. You see, the 3 C's of defensive driving are concentration, control, and courtesy. I told Woody about this idea I had to illustrate concentration, and he asked me to work it up for the class. You see, what I'm trying to prove is that driving is a full-time job. When you start looking through that windshield, you've got to concentrate on what you're doing. You mustn't think about the time or how hungry you are.
Oh, I get it. Or don't worry about money. Or what you're going to do on your vacation?
That's the idea. And you must not get irritated. And you mustn't think about some redhead.
Oh. What about that one?
Redheads, blondes, same thing.
The one you have at home, I mean.
Listen, I know what I've got at home, kiddo. I know when I'm well off. I must warn Woody about that when he uses this poster tomorrow.
And that's a big one. Family problems. Personal problems. You just can't be worrying about problems and concentrate on your driving at the same time. Yes, Ted?
How are you going to help it? Everybody's got problems. Well, they can be job problems, too, like a storm knocking out a cable. Those are things that you're bound to think about.
All right. I'll give you a problem to think about as a driver, and it's a real problem. We believe that the vast majority of accidents happen because drivers are thinking about something else besides their driving.
Well, I still don't see what we can do about it.
Well, we have to try. You any ideas, John?
Well, I think we have to be realistic about it. No matter what we tell them, drivers are still going to think about other things besides driving.
That's for darn sure.
I think if we try to develop safe driving habits and concentrate on them while we're driving, then we'll be much better off.
Right. And one of the best driving habits you can learn is to keep a buffer zone. Space cushion around your moving vehicle. Now, for example, let's say you're going at 20 miles an hour in two-way traffic with cars parked along the side of the street. Your buffer zone should look like this. This 2-car length of protective space in front and in the rear of your car gives you a safe stopping distance with good brakes on dry pavement. And remember, when any other car moves into your buffer zone, you should take defensive or evasive action promptly. This 1 car length allowed for each 10 miles of your driving speed will provide you with seeing space so that the actions of the drivers around you can be observed in time to keep out of trouble. It provides you with space to see ahead to a traffic light or something like a double-parked car. You know, you can't see things like that if you're bumper chasing another car. It also provides you with thinking time so you can make the right decision about the conditions around you. And it provides action time so that you can come to a quick, sure stop or take whatever other action is necessary in order to avoid an accident.